Slow key and I am, I say I am. That's just super facts, alright? We in the building. Today's topic, how do you know if someone has a light spirit, okay? Nowadays, I really don't talk to people unless they have a light spirit. What does that mean? What is a light spirit? I feel like the closer you get to source, the lighter your load becomes on your energy, if that makes any sense. I feel like the more work you do, like the more you look in the mirror and you work on yourself and you have deep conversations, you have deeper conversations with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you're instead of giving your attention to the external world, you're catering to yourself, to your internal world, and um, your soul. Let's have a real conversation. I feel like your energy becomes more calm, your spirit becomes lighter, and this shit radiate. Let's just call it. I mean, your shit radiate to where people that don't even know you, when it's just your aura, like you leveling up. Your aura is going Super Saiyan, and even if you don't realize it, everyone around you will. Do you know what I'm saying? And you don't have this crazy thing about it is that's the beautiful thing about energy. Like, it's like, just using the Dragon Ball Z metaphor, it's like a lot of those characters, they could pick up or read the other characters' energy levels. They could tell how powerful, how strong they were before they even got into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing down here. They never teach us about fucking energy. They never teach us how powerful your energy is. They never teach you how to control your energy. Um, Nothing. Energy is the most important thing, period. And they don't never teach us about it a day in school, so on and so forth. You literally got to teach yourself. It's fucking pathetic. Um, so that's why, I really, it's very rare, you know. Every now and then, I'll get caught up with somebody that's just, that doesn't have control of their energy or whatever. And, but for the most part, I just, I either talk to people, I only communicate with people that have done the work, and they realize that it's just like, they realize how important their energy is, and they realize there's no point in wasting it on shit you can't control, on people you can't control. Um, you know, shit is gonna go how it's gonna go. It is what it is, and you know, I mean, so. But how to tell if somebody is, like, how do you spot a a light spirit? So I give you an example of, why I feel like, I qualify as a light spirit. Somebody that's trying to, we living in hell, okay? I don't care what nobody say. This is a layer of hell, okay? I don't care what nobody say. This realm is a layer of hell. It's so it's, if you know however many layers it is, this is towards the bottom. Okay, this is not towards the top. This is towards the bottom. Okay, we was in an elevator, we are headed down. Okay. um And it's like being trapped in a fucking elevator, nigga. We've been waiting for somebody to come open up this elevator. I've been waiting for somebody to come open up this elevator for 33 years. Let's have a real conversation. So, yesterday, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Uh, I don't know, something about retrograde and there's some star shit going on. I don't know. I haven't paid attention to it, to be honest with you. But um, you know, I have a neighbor, and my neighbor, she's like 65 years old. I met my neighbor, or I started communicating or interacting with my neighbor because she would just like, I always see her walking around town. I mean, this lady is like, can you imagine? Like, just imagine like your grandmother always walking around town and in the middle of the winter, you know. And then I saw she had like she fucked up her ankle or something. So just one day I just pulled over and I was like, do you need a ride? Because it was just like, I'm just like, if that was my grandmother, I would hope that somebody would give my grandmother a fucking ride. You know, if they see her walking in the fucking dark, you know, limping, and just clearly they could tell that, you know, this person need help. I would hope that somebody would give my grandmother a fucking ride, you know, and be like, you know, just the creator would work through them and try to be, you know, try to be kind and help them. So whatever. So that's how we met probably a couple months ago. You know, when I see people, certain people, if my spirit tell me to give them a ride, I give them a ride because where I live at, if you don't have a car, you're fucked. You know what I mean? If you don't have a car over here in Jersey, you're fucked. Um, you can't, you know, a lot of places you got to get to, you need a car. And then when it comes to the whole Uber Lyft shit, Uber and Lyft and whatever, it used to be affordable. Now it's, you know, they're charging you. You're spending $40 just to go to the grocery store and back home. The Uber and the Lyft cost more than the fucking groceries. It's disgusting, bro. Everything is a fucking scam. Everybody's just, the corporate greed is out of control, and no one is being held responsible. And it's funny when you go full Luigi, the world, you know, the mainstream media tries to bury you alive, right? When I think all of these corporations and these CEOs deserve the Luigi treatment, allegedly. Okay, the Luigi starter kit. Okay, comes with a ski mask. Okay, suppressor. All right, and a plunger. So, you know, because before I get back to that, it's just like I was watching this movie last night called Shooter with Mark Wahlberg, and I was just like, this was an oldie but goodie. And long story short, like every other fucking movie when it comes to like, you know, corruption and people in the government, it was a United States senator corrupt as shit. And at the end of the movie, Mark Wahlberg ended up killing the United States senator. You know what I mean? And because he was corrupt as shit. And it's just at the end of the day, bro, it's the sad truth is these people are fucking evil, and there's only one way to deal with them, allegedly. Period. You know, and they show you in the movies all the time. There's no bargaining with these evil people, man. There's no talking to them. There's no figuring out. There's no negotiating. Like you can't negotiate with evil. Let's have a real conversation. So anyway, back to this story. And it's fucked up because evil is a legion. So as soon as you get rid of one evil motherfucker, it'll just be another one. But anyway, it's like whack a mole. You know, it's like this realm and how evil these controllers are. It's like a whack a mole simulator. That's what we're living in. But anyway, so you know, you know, sometimes, like I said, I listen to my spirit. My spirit be telling me sometimes to just check on somebody. I don't. It's just the thought just comes into my head. I don't be thinking about shit. You know what I mean? Like I really be minding my whole business during the day. But my spirit was like, you know, just text my neighbor and see what's going on with her. So I just texted her and I was just like, "What's up?" And then she sent me a text back and she was like, nothing much, contemplating suicide. What's up with you? And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not going home. Like I was wrapping up work or whatever. I was gonna head home, get some, head home and whatever. Trying to eat healthy, so I've been trying to eat like, a lot of greens and salads and shit like that, opposed to like cheeseburgers and shit. I don't think I had a cheeseburger all week, which is crazy. Um, so I was like, okay, I guess I'm not going straight home, because there's been times in my life where people say stuff like that. People just don't say. You just don't say, you're contemplating suicide as like well, at least the people that I know. Okay, the people that I know don't joke around like that, and I don't joke around like that. When we say stuff like that, we mean it. And honestly, it's like, one straw away. We're one straw away from you never hearing from us again. You know what I mean? Let's have a real conversation, and it is what it is. So um, she says that to me, and mind you, like I said, this is a 65-year-old woman. Her husband passed away. Um, she lost her house, so she's like she doesn't work or anything, and I think she's not even getting like $1,000 a month from the government, from whatever, disabilities and all of that stuff added up. So it's fucking sad, and it's a reflection of how fucking trash this society is. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even take care of its own. This society eats its own, man. It's fucking gross, dude. You got people like Elon Musk that's worth what 400 billion they said or something like that, and then you got people out here that work their whole life and they don't have nothing to show for it. And Elon Musk gets all his fucking money from the government. Make that make sense? So the same government that's giving Elon and all these other billionaires all these fucking grants and all this money won't even give the American people, you know what I'm saying, the middle class or whatever. It's not even a middle class. The middle class don't even exist anymore. But they won't give us our own money, but they'll give it to they'll take our taxes and shit like that and give it to Elon Musk. It's a joke, you know what I mean? I don't even know how that dude is, you know what I mean, still walking around. But anyway, allegedly. So she says that, and it's like, I've been here before. I've had ex-girlfriends tell me that, I've had friends tell me that, like, tell me that it was just an energy of my spirit was like, okay, you know, let me go check on this person in real life. Let me go, pull up on them. Because if I don't, what if they actually do something to themselves? You know what I'm saying? So I went over there, picked her up. I took her to get something to eat, and I let her vent. And it wasn't that long. I was only with her for like 2 hours or whatever, and hour and a half, 2 hours, and hopefully, like I said, I don't have no control over that. I don't have no control over somebody ending their life, potentially, or whatever. I don't have no control over that. Only thing I could do is just try to, comfort somebody, try to be there for them. You know what I mean? And allow them to vent and give them the floor. That's the only thing I could do for a person. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. That's the only thing somebody could do for me. Nobody can save me, and I don't expect nobody to save me. Nobody's gonna, it is what it is. I'm not that lucky. You know what I'm saying? Now, you have people in other situations where you just got piece of shit kids and whatever, trust fund babies and all of these people, and it's like they get carried through life. You know what I mean? No matter what they do, no matter how. I mean, just look at Joe Biden's crackhead son. I mean, they get carried through life. They no matter what they do, they never have to worry about not being cared for, not being taken care of. You know what I mean? Okay. The first crackhead. All right. Hunter Biden was the first crackhead of the United States. First crackhead of the White House. It's crazy. So yeah, that's it. And then I brought her home, and I she said that she appreciated it and everything, but depression is real, and and reality is real. So it is what it is. So the reason why I tell that story is I feel like, I'm a light being. I feel like I'm a light worker to some extent because, I feel like the average person, especially in today's world, just brushes people the fuck off, man. You know what I mean? You'll have a real moment, you'll say some shit like that from the heart, and then the majority of people just brush you off. Like, oh, you're just, you're tripping, or you need to go to sleep. You need some rest. It's like, no, this world is fucking fucked up, and niggas don't want to be here. Like, our souls deserve better. Let's have a real conversation. So you say stuff like that out loud, people that's not on the same level, people that's not on the same frequency, people that's not in your soul family, okay, they don't understand what the hell you talking about. It's sad. It's really sad. People don't have objective hearts. Let's have a real conversation. you know it was another scenario. It was another situation, like one of my crazy ass ex-girlfriends. This bitch was crazy as hell. But she had texted me just a while ago, long time ago, and she's like, I don't want to be here. She's like, I'm gonna slit my throat, and I was like, bitch, what the fuck is you talking about? I was like, first of all, once again, this was a long time ago. I was like, first of all, that pussy is too fucking good for you to kill yourself. Okay, you be doing this world, even if, listen, bitch, there's still a chance we might get back together, okay? So, can you not? Okay? Can you not, bitch? So, once again, like, I pulled up on her, drove like damn, half an hour away to go see her, and just gave her the floor, allowed her to vent and all of that shit. And it's just like, it's just being, uh, compassionate to another human being when they need it the most, when somebody needs you the most. I've been in scenarios where I've been in real life scenarios where I needed somebody the most, when I was homeless, when I didn't have shit. I was really fucked up. And one time I was talking to this girl, and somebody fucking, it was the craziest shit in the world, dude. Like, I just like, and this is the reason why I believe in like angels and demons and shit, because these frequencies or whatever. Somebody had just stole my car. I had my Mercedes and I had a Kia, and somebody stole my fucking Kia, man. Somebody stole my fucking Kia, dog. And I was so pissed off. So I was driving my other car, and I was on the phone with this girl I was talking to, and we was together. Like, we was together. And I told her, I said, somebody stole my fucking car. I'm ready to crash out. Like, I was seeing red. I was just seeing red. I said, when I find who did this, they not breathing no more. For real, for real. And she responds to me. She says, well, do what you gotta do. Like, I was really fucked up. Like, I was basically telling her, like, I'm about to go do something that's gonna ruin my life. And then she was just like, do what you gotta do. And I was just like, and then looking back, I'm just like, damn. And then we eventually, like, ultimately, like, stopped talking, in the process of me being homeless. And I understood where she was coming from. Like, it's not anybody's responsibility to fucking take care of you, or whatever the case may be. It's not anybody's responsibility. It's sad, but it's not anybody, even your fucking parents. It's not anybody's responsibility to hold you down, to be loyal to you, whatever, which is sad. But then, like, years later, this is how it always works. Years later, it's always just this delay of consciousness, this delay of empathy, this delay of loyalty, this delay of just like, you know, um, of just like, reality, right? This fucking delay. And it's like, you were supposed to be there, vice versa. It was like my whole life. I was like, the first half of my life, I was on the other side of that. I was the piece of shit narcissist. Now I'm on the other. Now I'm on the other side. You know, I'm standing on the other side of the barrel. So, you know, years later, she texts me back, and it was beautiful because I know she meant it from her soul. You know what I'm saying? She wrote me a message, and she was like, you know, I'm so sorry for leaving you at that time, and all of that shit. And I was appreciative. You know, like I said, you know, how do you spot somebody with a light spirit, an individual that's dwelling consistently in the frequency of gratefulness? You're forever grateful. You're forever uh, constantly appreciative. The smallest fucking thing. Somebody could open a door for you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could smile at you walking down the street. Somebody could send you a good morning text or a good night text. Somebody could say, yo, I'm just checking on you. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could give you a tip at your job, even if it's only a fucking dollar or 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? It's the spiritual gesture. Let's have a real conversation. It's a spiritual gesture. You know, when I do stuff for people, it's never for, you know, manipulation. It's never a tactic or a strategy. If I do anything for a fucking person on this planet, it's a spiritual gesture of love. You understand? Even if it's on my enemies, even if I show my enemy mercy, it's a spiritual gesture of love because I could erase you from this fucking planet. You understand? Allegedly. um, you know, so when you see somebody that, you know, that's why I fuck with people like Jay, you know what I'm saying? Dude is always fucking happy. Dude is always happy. I fuck with people not like weird happy, you know what I'm saying? Not like people that try to force happy, you know, try to force to be happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that weird shit, you know, like people that's genuinely happy, people that's genuinely, you know, whatever's going on with them, they wear a smile. You understand what I'm saying? Um, you know, like Hurricane, his crazy fucking ass. That nigga be saying some shit. I'll be like, every time this nigga just start, you know, he just getting his fuck the government bag. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, oh, this nigga's crazy as hell. But it's like, but I, you know, his energy is coming from a place of a light spirit. You know, somebody that wants balance. You understand? You know, so on and so forth. There's a lot of people that I talk to offline, and you know, so you know, and I choose to talk to them offline, and actually have real conversations with these people because I consider them light workers, light spirits, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, people that are in that state of gratefulness, they're not worried about shit. They have control over their emotions. Okay, they're not slaves to their. They control their energy. Okay, they don't allow anything or anyone else to control their energy. You know what I'm saying? This is someone with a light spirit. Obviously, the fucking, you know, narcissists and shit, all of that shit. They're not narcissists or anything like that. Um, I just don't think, you know, this is something that Paul taught me, like for real, for real. Like this is something that Paul taught me, and I'm forever grateful for him. Like just that frequency of gratefulness. But like, you know, for real shit, because you got these narcissists out here. You know, like my parents, right? My mom loves doing this thing where she tells me, like, my mom, she'll make a promise or she'll give me her word. My mom will make a promise or give me her word on something, right? And then she'll apparently my fucking phone is like 500 degrees right now. I don't know. I'm done. I'm so done with technology, dude. So done with technology. My phone is like fucking 500 degrees right now. So anyway, I gotta get up out of here. But my mom will do this thing where, and it's just the most pathetic when it's your own fucking biological parents and shit. It's the people that brought you into this shithole realm that they don't even keep their word, right? So this bitch will fucking she'll say she gonna do something, right? And then she don't do it at all. And then the second I fucking say, I bring it up and I call her out. I say, you said you was gonna do this and you didn't do this at all. And her, I mean, she's like a Hall of Fame Olympic gaslighter. Like, yo, it's just she's the weakest. Like, but that doesn't work on me. It don't work on me. And I'm so thankful and grateful and appreciative that these mind games don't work on me. You know what I'm saying? You know? And so I tell her, you didn't do what you said you was gonna do. Like a normal person would do. Like a normal person would say. A response would be. And she says, well, you should be grateful that I did this or did, and you didn't do shit though. So you're telling me to be grateful for absolutely nothing. You're telling a person to be grateful for you not keeping your word. So if you just like think about what a fucked up individual that I came into this world by and what type of person that they were creating, psychologically. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be a complete piece of shit narc, based on um the people that brought me into this bitch. And I'm the complete opposite. And I'm telling you, I feel like that's some divine shit. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like it's some divine intervention. Because a lot of people I know, it's very strange. They'll have decent parents and they'll be a piece of shit, the kid. And then you have parents that's like pieces of shit and pieces of fucking shit. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Infinite lashings you deserve. Like Thanos, Thanos, you know what I'm saying? They need to run the fade with Thanos type shit. Like you are a fucking like, oh my god, multi-dimensional piece of shit. That's what you are, lady. you know? And I know some beautiful people that like their parent, oh my god, their upbringing was terrible. Parents wasn't shit, no support system. Um, like Jesus Christ, they were the most hated. That was their upbringing. They were the most hated, and they turned out to be, some of the most beautiful people that walk this earth. So it's very strange. Everything down here is, it's an eternal opposite day in this realm. Um, this is Bizarro World. Okay, only thing missing is Superman, and the only thing I would say is just, like somebody, a very wise woman said, it's better to be alone and be in a toxic relationship, to be surrounded by toxicity. Okay. All right. Motherfuckers with acidic souls. Okay. Acidic spirits and shit. Get the fuck away from me. Get your spiritual PA. Okay. Get your spiritual PAs right. And get the fuck out of my fucking face, bitch. Okay. With all that bullshit. You understand? My energy is where I'm at. Some people say I'm young. I feel like I'm 33. I feel like I'm 33,000 years old. That's how draining these fucking people have been my whole life. It's disgusting. Having to constantly absorb negative energy since the day you came into this bitch, and then you got to filter it out yourself. We don't feed or hijack or steal other people's energy. We have to create and produce our own. Let's have a real conversation. So I'm gonna get up out of here. It's low key, and I say I am. You know who I am. Might do a part 2, might not. Surround yourself by people with light spirits. That's the only advice I can give you, man. Or if you can't, just be alone for the time being. I believe it's only a matter of time before if that's really what you want, I think the universe will listen to you. If you really want to be surrounded by light beings, light workers, light beings, people with light spirits, I think if you really want that, you'll attract it. You know, and I'm fortunate enough, even though like, you know, the majority of people I talk to live in completely different fucking states and shit. I'm still fortunate enough to have you know, interactions and conversations with those people. All right.